Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So we are about to make chicken pot pie filling, and I just want to get right into it.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life.
Fluff, no whatever, okay? You're going to need the complete canning meal recipes in the jar. Try to insert a picture of what that book looks like. To backtrack, we use 2 cups of celery, 2 cups of onion, a half a stick of unsalted butter, sauteed that in this same pot, and then we chopped up 4 cups of carrots. We have 2 cups of frozen peas. We did not thaw them out. 2 cups of diced potatoes, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, kosher salt, whatever you choose, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1.5 cups of the clear gel, which is in this container right here. And I also put in parsley flakes. I believe I've used 2 teaspoons or tablespoons of that as well. It is your choice what you choose to do, along with the black pepper. You could choose to do none of that and just season it once you take it out. So you want to boil your chicken down. Right now I'm about to dice it up, and I will place everything into a bowl. And then once my onions and celery are done, all of those things will go into the pot, but you'll see that. So you want to either use chicken thighs or chicken breasts, boil them and cut it up. Right now I am chopping mine up. I like mine a little bit fine. I've already boiled it. So I just got through peeling my potato. It's so much easier if you use one of these right here. I save my peelings. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but that's compost for me. So now I'm about to dice them down. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm slicing my potato the long way, and then I am chopping extra long strips and then into chunks. All kind of be the same size, however, so this is about good for me, okay? Now you want to add all of your vegetables, including your chicken, to your pot. Now I put my vegetables in first and let it cook for a little bit with the broth, and then I added my chicken. The recipe calls for 6 cups. You can add up to 10 cups, however. So I added 8 cups to my pot, and then I used the other 2 in my clear gel. Now you want to bring this up to a boil. So we are at the next step, and very important step. Our chicken pot pie filling is now at a rolling boil. That is what you are looking for. If you don't want to do the next part where we are adding the clear gel, then you can start canning up your pie filling now and do the rest when you take it off your shelf to actually make your pies. But I'm gonna go to the next step. So now that this is to a boil, I wanted to wait until it came close to a boil, but it's already at a boil. So in here I have 1.5 cups of the clear gel. This is the chicken stock that I use from the actual chicken thighs that I boiled. I have a little bit over in the other container if I need it. What you're going to do with this is just keep whisking it. It thickens up just as if you were using cornstarch. So now that it's at a rolling boil, I had to stir this again because it's starting to thicken up. So what you're gonna wanna do, and I wish you could see down in my pot, but my stand is broken, so I'll have to show you later. So I'm gonna keep stirring while I'm pouring this in slowly. Because what you want it to do, and it should start thickening up as soon as you start pouring it in, you're just gonna keep stirring it until it activates all the way through. need one of those really long spoons. I'm gonna have to find one. Phone is actually about to die on me, you guys. So just keep stirring it. You see it's starting to thicken. That is what you want. Okay, so you guys, it is activated all the way through. I turned the fire off, and now I'm about to take it over and let it sit for a few minutes and then can it up. Use 1-inch headspace. Next, you want to debubble all of your jars and then wipe the rim and ridge with vinegar using a paper towel. If you have heavy padding underneath your jars, tap your jars slightly just to get any extra air bubbles that you might have missed when you were poking into it. Because I know I did make a mess when I was putting the filling into the jars, I'm just using my towel to wipe around the edges and sides of the jar, and then I'm going to actually get my paper towel, use my vinegar, and clean the tops and the ridges. Make sure you squeeze out any excess vinegar from your paper towels before wiping your jars. You don't want to get that inside of your jars. Now that you've cleaned your jars, make sure you start adding your lids to your jars and then your rings fingertip tight. So guys, guess what? Isn't that pretty? That is a pretty jar of chicken pot pie filling. I have canned 9. I'm gonna have to start looking for another pressure canner, because what you cannot do is you cannot double batch quarts. So I'm gonna do the first batch and then I'm gonna do the second batch. You want to can as if you were canning regular chicken, okay? That for 90 minutes because it's quarts. If you were doing pints, then you would do 75 minutes. Follow all the same routine. I have 8 jars in here. The last 2 jars, I could leave those out and make those this weekend, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this first round, and then I'm going to also do the second round. I almost have a year's worth of chicken pot pie. If we were eating 1 chicken pot pie meal per month, I would pretty much have covered the entire year. So we want to twist that on, turn your fire up high. The whole time my fire was on, it was on low because I was heating my jars up. You want to have hot jars when you're putting hot liquids in it. I always turn my pot sideways because I like for my vent pipe to not be up under here. And so once this starts venting a full steam, then you set your timer for 10 minutes. So I forgot to add in my vinegar to the water. This is gonna hopefully help keep your jars from looking all cloudy and funky looking. Put that back on. So now we have steam coming directly out of the vent pipe. I left my cabinet open so you could maybe see it. And you set your timer for 10 minutes. Once that goes off, you will add your regulator. So turn your timer off. It's done for 10 minutes. Add your regulator. Once this comes up to 11 for me, whatever your PSI, whatever it comes up to that for you, then you set your timer for 90 minutes. Okay, so if your gauge goes up beyond where it is supposed to be, mine is between 11 and 13. Right now I'm sitting at about 13. So I just turned my eye down and I just set my timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes because you are canning quarts for 90 minutes. Pints for 75 minutes, and we'll be back when it's done. Don't walk away too far from your canner because it's very easy for this dial to go up or go down below your PSI, and you don't want to have to start all over again. So just keep playing that little cat and mouse game with your eye and how high you're going to have the trick. So as you can see, the timer is off. We're back down to 0. The nipple in the back has just went down. And I'm going to open this away from me with my gloved hand. So I wish that I could say that I did taste it before I put it in, but I know it smells good. It smelled good when I was cooking it. It still smells good. They all look great. I didn't see any siphoning inside of the canner, meaning no liquid escaped my jars. Hopefully they will all seal and I will start hearing pings in a little bit. You can see close up. So I still have 2 more that I need to can, and then I also had a quart of homemade broth that I'm canning with those. So I'm about to put those into the canner. These will sit overnight. They will cool off. Then I will wash them down. I will definitely check them before I do anything to them to see which one's sealed. And in order to know if it's sealed, if you press down on it and it does, and it sounds like this, then it didn't seal. Doesn't mean it's not good. You just have to use that within at least a week or 2. Put it in a refrigerator. But if they seal, they will be suctioned down. You will hear a pop and they will be good to place on your shelf. Make sure you label them with what you put in it and the date that you did it. So you guys, y'all take care. See you in the next video. And whenever I do pull one off of the shelf to make a chicken pot pie, I will definitely do a video to show you how I do it, because I do intend to probably add extra chicken to it. So extra fresh chicken to it to make it more meaty, and any other seasonings I might want to add to it. So that's it, you guys. Take care. Let me know if you do this recipe. Get your canning books. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up.